Hello there, ladies and gentlefolk, and welcome to another episode of the Zcast. Audio levels might be a bit fucked. I haven't actually done a test recording. I'm too fucking lazy. I'm tired. We'll do stuff.
What the hell's that?
So we're joined by the voice that's muttering at the back of your head. He's not important.
Zcast.
And we're also joined by Squee.
Who is actually so lazy that I am laying in bed right now with my eyes closed.
You bastard.
Because it's a podcast.
I've been at work all day! How dare you!
It's good.
Fuck you.
I need a butler. So they would make this great. If I could just be like, Jeeves, could you get me some thing? I don't care.
I don't care what it is, just get me something as.
Just buttle.
Buttle, you damn butler. Oh dear. So, week 13.
Oh man, week 13.
Yeah.
I
do have to do a
qualms
quick
saying
apology.
It's one of the best weeks we've ever had.
It was amazing. I do have to make a quick apology for not doing. We didn't do a Zcast last week, but events. I think events and laziness conspired against us all.
I was looking for a butler.
I was working.
Too well, did it?
Yeah.
It didn't go too well, no.
Especially because you didn't leave the house.
Like being butler.
Yeah, no, I was working a lot, and I was way too tired to even give a shit about the Zcast. Pretty much the same this week, actually, except HDK kind of forced me. HDK was like, "We are doing this week. When the fuck are you available?"
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, maybe some other time. Can we not do it? Just, no, we're doing it. God damn it.
Like dealing with a child.
Yeah, it's like dealing with a child. I went to my boss's. We're like just about finished.
I went to my boss and said, "Sorry, I've got to do the Zcast."
No. I went to my boss after this and went.
I have things to do.
I went, Karen, am I done yet?
Like, oh shit, yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah, go off.
Yeah.
You do that. Piss off. Go on, run. No, it was like because I literally sent a text to my dad saying, "Okay, pretty much done now. You know, ready for pickup whenever you want to come in." And then she turned around, she stuck her head around one of the doorways and went, "Oh, have you just signed out?" I'm like, "Yep, I'm not staying in. My dad's already on his way. I am not staying in." And she was there with like a whole load of knives, an entire restaurant that hadn't been set up. I was like, no. I have nothing to do with that. You can sort that out by your own.
I'm sorry, but literally, once I clock out, I can't even see you anymore.
No, it wasn't that. It's been like I've been covering for one of our housekeepers for the entire fucking week. I need to go home. I'm tired. Leave me alone. It was like bullshit. Seriously. But yeah, so we didn't do one last week because last week was pretty hectic as well. So
Yeah, but hey, you know what? It's anticipation. It just made you want this one more.
yeah, it did. People were actually talking about it in the shout box. It was amazing.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, where's the Zcast?
Give it to me.
You guys didn't deserve one.
You're not important
We were
enough.
about
Go
to do
away.
one and we thought, do they really deserve it?
Santa Claus, and he said all of you are on the naughty list. So
That's how much he
Wow.
gets for you.
Yeah. We're in constant contact with Santa.
Yeah, of course.
Squee's actually one of his
man,
elves.
Week 13. It was one of those weeks that was such a joy to commentate on, and it was like one of those in between the matches. If you guys were at the stream, you saw, but in between the matches, we just had to sit and be like, okay, all right, just calm down. We got another match to do. Freaking, I know that Tapion versus Majib was amazing, but
Fucking spamming little shits.
it was the best kill move ever.
That was pretty funny, to be fair.
Yeah.
You just imagine Tapion looking up and going, "Oh, fuck."
Oh, for fuck's sake, no. You can't. No, this is enough. Stop it already. For God's sake. Yeah.
It's good times. And poor late Piccolo trying to use Hellzone Grenade.
Yeah,
That was brilliant.
Poor late Piccolo.
Didn't he try to use it like twice, and like the first time it completely failed?
It's like silly Piccolo.
Wrong
You have to be in the
terrain,
sky to
Piccolo.
do that. The one time that it would have worked, but nope.
Nope. Punch out.
Punched before they hit.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So we'll go through. Well, I think we should probably go through these in chronological order. So
Yeah.
start of week 13. HDK, take it away.
Dub at Saiyans.
Yeah. Who won?
Dub.
Well
wow.
done. Sorry.
Wow.
It was a good match.
Yeah.
It was a really fun match because it was very high octane offense on both sides.
No, it was.
great.
The two teams who were actually really, really good at the offense and not
Yeah.
much good at anything else.
It wasn't an incredibly close match by the end,
Yeah.
but just the back and forth was great. You had such a huge advantage to Derp, and then Bardock comes out and just levels the playing field.
Yeah, no, it was a fun match. It was it was good. It showed off like the best bits of most of those two teams. So, yeah.
Right. Oh yeah, at Herc. Oh, I have to commend Team Derp because there's a lot to be said about their new acquisitions. Salza and DeBoer, but the fact that they've taken Herc and made him.
Wait, Derp took Deborah? God damn it!
I'm
loving this.
But they've taken Herc and they've made him into a consistent damage dealer. I'm
Yeah.
not saying he's the best guy in the team or any more close to it,
No.
but he goes out and he does consistent damage.
Yeah, you can't
And
say,
that's
whenever
an
Hercule's in
achievement.
the team, they're not taking it seriously. I mean, he is still a reasonably strong player.
Right? Yeah. They basically made it to where Herc steps on the field and you got to be like, okay,
Yeah,
it's
you
Herc.
can't
It's
count
go time.
him out. Yeah, you can't count him out by any stretch. It was like last season, it was like, oh god, it's Hercule, let's just
Yeah,
smash
exactly.
his face. And it was like this season, no, he's an actual legitimate threat. As long as he uses present bomb for the most part, yeah, he's a threat.
Give it 2 seasons and he's gonna be amazing.
No, he's not.
Don't say that.
I'm calling it. He's
People
not
are gonna
gonna
be screaming, "Nerf the champ!"
Yeah. They should have been
Team
screaming
Derp,
already.
OP, get rid of him. That would be quite funny, actually. I would quite enjoy hearing that.
He's gonna have to go to the Hall of the OP with like Super 17 and Omega Sin.
He'll be part of
Yeah.
the gauntlet.
Nice.
Oh,
We
dear.
we need a Hall of OP.
Yeah.
Hall of OP that at one point or another in history, Super 17 and Cooler, have been dominated completely. Is like, yeah, this is cool.
Sounds about right to me. Don't see a problem with that.
Nope, sounds good to me. Next match.
Next match is Namek at Super Saiyans.
Yeah. The Namek crucified them right up
What
until
a
the very
match.
end.
Still recovering from that, by the
What a
way.
match.
Yeah. that
It,
was brilliant.
it went from looking like Vegeta was gonna steamroll the entire team.
To looking
what
like
the
Demon King
heck?
Piccolo
He
was
like-
going to stormroll the entire team.
Someone ate his Wheaties. Gosh.
Yeah.
And
He was
then,
not happy.
And then King Piccolo's like, "Hey, let me try that."
Hey, this looks like fun. Punch bags.
If he had actually pulled it off, it would have been the greatest comeback in Dragon Ball Z League history.
Yeah, it would.
But at the last second, Trunks was like, "Oh, hey, I'm in a fight."
Yeah, I should do something.
He like everyone else lets King Piccolo beat him within an inch of his life, and then go, "Oh, so that's what I'm supposed to do."
Yeah. He was just letting King Piccolo get a bit tired. That was what it was.
It was great to watch,
Trunks
though.
we're talking
It was great to watch.
Not
yeah.
medically advisable, but it
No,
was
no,
great.
not medically advisable for a Super Saiyan,
And
but no, it was
kind
good.
of funny too because and HJK was pointing this out to me like when we were doing the setup, I was talking about Trunks on that team. How Trunks, some
Yeah.
people love him, some people hate him, but he's been responsible for a lot of that team's failures.
Mm-hmm.
And then he comes out and he saves the team from
Yeah.
utter
Yeah, I
disgrace.
know.
Yeah.
I did not miss the irony. He was like, "What are you saying about me? I can do this."
I can fight.
For the honor of my team.
Yeah, no, that was a really good match. I mean, the Nameks this season have come a long way.
They have. They really have. I think they're definitely probably getting out of South Kai Division at least, which is a huge step up for them.
Yeah, no, they are certainly out of South Kai unless they lose both of their next matches. I think they're pretty much certain to be out of South Kai regardless of what happens.
And that's a huge. And that honestly, as a coach, and I want to say this to all the coaches, you got to keep this in mind. Improvement is what you want. Not everyone's going to climb from the bottom to the top in one season, and it's not like this is a season. We've got seasons ahead. So what you need to worry about is improvement. And as long as your team has made improvement, that's a win.
Muscle margins, yeah, good job there.
We were talking about you. Don't we?
Not
No.
you guys.
Yeah, you guys, North Kai, potentially straight to South Kai.
Yes,
You know,
North Kai.
can I?
So let's just put that out there. North Kai division.
Yep. You guys aren't even stopping on the way down. You guys are taking the elevator straight.
I'm sorry,
It's
Jimmy,
brilliant.
weren't you the one that said before we started recording that it's possible that not even you would be in North Kai?
No, it was not.
Well,
I don't know what you're
East.
talking
I mean,
about.
at the very least, HDK. The Super Saiyans are probably going to be in East Kai at this rate. I mean, I think it's pretty unlikely they won't be in North
they
Kai,
won't be
but they
in
might
South
be.
Kai. Jesus
I don't
Christ.
So they might drop down, but this season, I mean, if you look at the teams right now that you could really point at this season and say have done phenomenally well. Obviously, you have Cold. Obviously, you have the Super Saiyans, but Blades, the Gohans, Boo, even like coming towards the end of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Like at the start of the season, they were definitely underwhelming, but as time's gone on, they've actually done incredibly well. And kind of like the one that we've not really spoken about, it's almost like they've snuck up on us. But Derp, I mean, fucking hell, challenging for South Kai's top spot. They won't. I don't think they'll get it unless the Gohans lose. But actually, they'll get it if the Gohans lose one and they win both of them. Which, given Derp has Cold and the Boos to go, I mean, and Gohans have Dragon Ball Warriors and the Rugrats. I think the Gohans are okay.
I don't know what you're talking about. Jesus.
They got
Yeah.
man.
The
But
highest ranked team in the
simple
league at the
fact-
minute, and the Boos. Yeah, good luck.
But the simple fact that Derp is challenging for
North Kai
top spot-
position.
No. Let's throw all that out there. The fact that Derp has a winning season, meaning more wins than losses.
Yeah, and they will
in
keep
their
that. Like,
book.
regardless of what happens now, they will keep that winning record. They may even get,
Yeah.
if they get to 8 and 7, they will still have that winning record.
They went from, I think, having 2 wins last season, 2,
Yeah,
to having a winning record. That is
that's phenomenal.
phenomenal. Yes,
yeah,
is
it's
the
brilliant. Yeah, I mean, it's fantastic. It's fantastic, especially since teams like Muscle and Margin. And I'm going to point back to this because I'm relishing in this. I'm sorry, I'm taking far too much enjoyment from this.
Yes.
Muscle and Margin, they cannot finish with a winning record. It is not possible. There are not enough weeks left. So the best Muscle and Margin can do is 7 and 8. Well, that's brilliant. I mean, the Margins have got the androids and then Earth Defenders to face, and Muscle have got who? I'm just trying to think. The Valkyries and Saiyans, I think.
I think so.
Yeah, the Valkyries and the Saiyans to face. Those are not easy matches. There is a high likelihood that they will finish at something like 5 and 10. Something that's pretty much inconceivable at the start of the season. I mean, that's brilliant.
It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great.
God.
I'm sorry. You can probably hear the massive smirk that's across my face at the minute.
Yes.
I'm a terrible person. I don't apologise for it, but I am a terrible person.
We all knew that to begin with anyway. Next
Yeah.
match. Gohans versus Boo.
What, you mean I can't continue to gloat?
That one was such a well-fought match.
That was.
And it was great because the Gohans did pretty much exactly what they needed to do. They were on top of Kid Buu the whole time. And let's face it, Team Buu, especially the second half of the season, it's all been how much damage does Kid Buu do? Like, how well can you handle Kid Buu? Because that's going to determine whether or not you win or lose. And this one, they did a good job. I mean, Kid Buu did decent damage, but the Gohans did a good job of shutting him down. But the problem was, the rest of the team just kind of stepped it up and took out the Gohans. But it was a really good match.
No, it was a very good match and very well played by the Gohans. I mean, that was a very good way of doing it. But also, I think the Boos deserve some credit. They've gone from week 7 onwards from being a team that's been kind of unimpressive to being a team that is basically Kid Buu and co almost.
Right.
And that match said, well, Kid Buu is good and he's probably our best player by quite a large margin, but we can still win this way.
Yeah.
And I think that's something that they need to work on, but they should certainly be proud of.
Yeah, it's not like it's the weird thing is that it's not like the rest of the Boos are weak. In fact,
No.
we were expecting great things from them. And I mean, towards
still
the end
am.
of the season, take
Yeah.
a look at like Evil Boo, and so it
Yeah,
was
he's
just
still
that
yeah.
they had a slump. They
No,
just
they
weren't
did.
doing well. But maybe that's done now.
Yeah, well,
Well, if it's done now,
we'll
that's
see.
fine for me. Go
Oh yeah,
crazy.
you may need to face them in the playoffs then.
And then stop being good then.
Nice. But no, yeah, it's good. No, they've done all credit to them. They have improved as the season's gone on, which wasn't, in all honesty, it wasn't something I was expecting that they'd have to do. Which but yeah, the Gohans have nothing to be ashamed of in that performance.
Poor, yeah.
Yeah, poor Gohans.
I did kind of want them to win.
Yeah, no, so did I.
That's what you get when you don't, I don't know. I don't
And
even know
Nick-
what I was going to say. I don't even know what I was going to say.
That's what you get when you don't break the rules and give our build to Team Gohan. God.
Exactly. Who doesn't do that? Next match is Androids versus Rugrats.
Yeah, division match that didn't really matter. Let's
Wow.
be honest here.
It was still a fun match.
It was,
though.
yeah. It was still a very
One
good
thing
match.
that I am incredibly impressed with is Ader.
Yeah, I'm surprised as well.
It was funny because androids fought so hard against Ader. They did not want Ader, but still, despite that, they've done a really good job with him. He's a consistent player.
Yeah, no, they have made him into a force to be reckoned with. I think they may have fought against having him on the team, but it would be incredibly petty to say, right, we're going to throw away the entire season just to prove that this guy's shit. I mean,
Right.
but no, they've taken a player that is arguably not all that great. He doesn't do massive amounts of damage in any particular regard, but they've made it so that he can do a respectable amount. He can certainly hold his own. Much like Hercule, we've seen he's not someone who you can say, well, it's Aeta, so screw him. It's he's actually a force to be reckoned with.
Yeah, and one of the, I would say, one of the best finishes I've seen in a long time. If it wasn't for the fact that half the matches this week,
Yeah,
these kind
no,
of finishes.
indeed.
But yeah, it was absolutely amazing seeing GT Goku bring it back, and the last
Oh,
second,
so
and GT Goku launches into the melee combo that will finish it, and in the last punch, Ader dodges and finishes him. It's just like,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
No, yeah, that was really, really good play.
But it was a great match from both teams. Obviously, by now the Rugrats are not going to be in the playoffs. They're kind of just
I think
fighting
it's a
for-
test. Yeah, I think it's partly the Rugrats should look at this. One, fight for pride. Don't give anybody the opportunity to really ruffle stomp you, because that'll make you feel like shit as well. But also use it as a chance to experiment and to sort of see what you can eke out of your players. Because in a way, it's quite a nice position to be in, having the season decided for you at the minute.
Right.
Not being at the complete bottom. I get that that's not all that great for you.
You've got it's not,
but
it's
you
not
have
great being
the
at the bottom,
testing week.
but on the other hand, you've got 2 weeks of free testing. You can throw any kind of build. I mean, this is your opportunity to go crazy.
Yeah.
To say, what if we did this? And, maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But if it doesn't work, you're
No
nowhere.
loss, yeah. And if it does
no loss.
work, then
if it
hell.
does work, hey.
Brilliant. Then
I mean,
you can expand on it when it comes to the preseason. I mean, it's brilliant for you.
the way I look at it is that's the same way we looked at Krillin. I don't think that we were like out of the playoffs for good when we did it, but last season we were like, you know what, we don't know what to do. Screw it. Let's do this with Krillin. Let's try and make him full melee. And now that's like one of the cornerstones of our team.
Yeah,
Because we decided just one match, screw it. Let's give it a go. And you never know what you're going to come up with.
No, absolutely. You never know, one, what you're going to come up with, but more importantly, what you're going to come up with that'll actually work. I know for a fact for Team Cold, putting Freezer AI on players was a bit of a last-ditch attempt to get them to do something useful, and that has effectively become one of the bases of our most consistent set of players. King Cold and Freezer. The two of them have had Freezer AI. I put it on last season as a bit of a win to see what would happen. It's like, okay, fuck it, might as well see how this goes down, and it's worked phenomenally well so far. And we've kind of built around that. So the sort of fuck it, let's see, is a really good way for you to look at it.
Yep.
Yeah.
You too, Ginyu Force.
We'll get to them in a minute.
Ginyu, just win all of your next matches.
No,
Don't worry about it. You'll
no,
win.
It's time to start experimenting.
Yeah, it's time to start experimenting. Ginyu wins. Like just Captain Ginyu. Just Captain Ginyu wins. Like fuck. God damn it. Why did I say that? Next match.
Next match is Muscle versus Dragon Ball Warriors.
For fuck's sake,
Another
Muscle,
good
why
match.
couldn't you have lost? I'd have loved that. Would have been hilarious.
Again, better.
They win the rematch. But Dragon Ball Warriors, another team that has been incredibly impressive. They're not gonna climb all the way, you know, like the Gohans and Derp might do and all that. And they might not even make it to the playoffs. But still, such a phenomenal improvement. What's their win-loss record right now?
5-8. They can't get a positive win. Like they can't get a winning record.
No, but last
you know they
season
have a
they
chance.
had 1-11.
Yeah.
So
They're now 5-8.
there's huge improvement there.
Yeah, no, they've done very well, and full credit I think goes to the coach and the customizer of that team, because they have not had, you know, regardless of what you say about, you know, specific moves, specific abilities, that is not an easy team to work with.
No, it's not.
You know, they've
It's
done
not.
a phenomenally good job over there.
The simple fact that they're using characters from the Dragon Ball era means that their characters are just generally weaker than a lot of players in the league. And you know, there's I mean, we try and be as fair as we can, but it's just one of those things, you know, going in as a fan of Dragon Ball Warriors, that you've got the ultimate underdogs here. This is what you
absolutely.
have.
Yeah, no, even despite the fact that we've got a team called Team Derp in here,
Yeah.
the Dragon Ball Warriors are the underdogs, like completely. And I don't think regardless of how other teams end up performing over the seasons, I don't think that can ever change just because of how their players are basically set up.
You pretty much, if you're, and this is for anyone who's thinking about it, if you're going to become a fan of Dragon Ball Warriors, it is the ultimate fixer-upper team that you're going to struggle more than a lot of other teams, but that 1 year when you make it, it's going to be phenomenal.
Yeah, and you will make it. I've no doubt that the Dragon Ball Warriors will do well. Certainly next season I think they'll do really well, and maybe the season after that. I think it's going to take a little bit of time, depending on what sort of changes we end up making to teams or abilities and rules, because we were discussing that earlier.
Right.
But depending on what sort of changes we make, they definitely have at least another season, maybe even two, where they can really use the fact that their team is certainly less feared. But yeah, no, they've definitely got a couple of seasons grace period where they'll be on an even footing at least.
I mean, with rotations and everything, people just
absolutely.
play their weaker players against them as well.
Yeah,
Mm.
unless
Gives
it's a
them an
division
advantage.
match.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Next match.
The next match is
That's my phrase, goddammit. Stop stealing my stuff.
Blade versus Marge.
Yeah,
Oh,
well,
such a fun match.
That was a great
Yeah,
match.
that
I
was
think
good.
someone counted it between Tapion and Maju, 15 B2s.
Jesus Christ.
So,
That's like an entire match of that would be
Yep.
cool. Yeah, that was
And
pretty good.
I'd still say best kill move ever.
Yeah.
I don't know. Marge and Vegeta's later on.
Actually,
was pretty
yeah,
cool.
no, that was awesome.
Yeah,
like
it was
ending it with a
awesome.
final awakening. That was so
it was
badass.
really awesome, but it didn't look as brutal as what Tapion
It was.
got.
It wasn't as humiliating. Was
Yeah, I mean, Tapion, you just see him flopping on the ground like a fish.
It? Yeah. And then just gets nailed by the lightning arrows. Yeah. Cool. But no, I think it was very
but
impressive.
as far as the ending goes, oh my gosh, it went
Most
down like
badass
whoever hits is going to win this match. And you see Trunks go, and then you see Vegeta dodge it, and you're like, it's over. It is so. And
It's
then
over.
finally-
Margin's awakening. Oh, actually, no. Yeah, it was final explosion. That Margin's awakening was hilarious, though. It was like, no, probably a bad idea. What are you doing? Shit.
The best part is when when Viper pointed out at the end. So you're sacrificing yourself for Bulma and Trunks to kill Trunks.
Mm-hmm. Yes. You have a problem with this?
Amazing.
God, don't
This
question
is for
it.
you, Trunks. Bam! It really was for him.
Yeah.
Thanks,
This is my
Dad.
present to you.
Yeah. Thanks, Dad.
Yeah. When you get out of hospital, you will appreciate this.
That was such a great match.
Yeah. No, that was good. That was a really close one as well. Next match. Valkyries versus Ginyu
I was gonna
Force.
say, I even know this one.
Well, I've got it in front of me, so you know.
Valkyries
versus Ginyu Force.
That was one of the few not
close.
close matches this week.
Yeah.
Poor Ginyu Force. They came out. They came out kind of strong.
Listen to
Now,
the sorrow.
Yeah, he's gutted,
Poor
absolutely
Ginyu
gutted.
Force. Oh dear.
one thing I did enjoy about that match was it was a great study on strengths and weaknesses, player versus player. The perfect example was Berta versus Saiya Woman. Saiya Woman couldn't do anything because Berta was just so blazing fast.
Yeah.
She couldn't get any
couldn't
B2s off. She
compete.
couldn't get any combos off. Everything she tried to do, Berta was in her face. So she was getting raffle stomped. And then she tags out. Aurelie comes in. And since Aurelie isn't as fragile as Saiya Woman is, beats the tar out of Berta. And then, at the end of the match, Saiya Woman comes in and completely does the opposite against Jace.
Yeah. Well, you know, if Saiya Woman is an in-your-face rush kind of character, which is ideal to go up against someone like Jace, it's perfect. Like, the only person that might be better on that team is Fasha,
Right.
pretty much. And, yeah. But no, it was a really interesting match. Eh?
We don't speak of Fasha. This is 2 seasons in a row where Fasha, because like Fasha and Krillin are kind of considered the melee top dogs, and whenever
Yeah,
they get
I
on the
think
field-
King Cold's going to start challenging that now.
Yeah, that's
actually.
true. It is true. King Cold's about to, and GT Goku's doing a good job of that too.
No, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But whenever those two step on the field, it's so clear.
No, HJK, you can't have GT Goku. Not allowed. I heard that sigh. You're not having it. God damn it! I don't. God damn it! I don't have a veto power. But if I did,
We were like, so we might as well make Goku a melee character.
Yeah,
And he's
that
like, yeah, actually, to be fair, it's not done too badly.
You know, it's okay. Not everyone can have a strong melee character.
We're just like, watch that, fight like that now.
yeah.
It's kind of like, you know, like not every team can have a Majub or a late Vegeta where they can spam like you would not believe. Not every team can have a melee fighter that I think any team can have a good melee fighter.
Yeah,
but not every team can.
It's difficult to have a
an
great
excellent
melee fighter.
Yeah.
Goku will get there.
No, I think the Super Saiyans have got a very good chance of doing it. I think a lot of what it is getting like the AI right as well.
Right.
Because if you look at something like Freezer AI we have on King Cold at the minute, I mean, what the fuck? Freezer AI is a blast character. So Rush Blasts, B2s, B1s. Well, what the fuck? That's not melee. What the hell are you on about? That's bullshit. Whereas, you know, you shove it on him, you shove a few Pataras on him, and fuck, he'll just destroy you. And then using stuff like the explosive waves and the super explosive waves, as well as the odd B2 that constantly fucking misses, you know, it turns him into a pretty effective one. So.
I really wish that we could, and we were talking about this, that we could make a video describing what AI does what to who.
Yeah.
But you just
No.
can't.
Well, no,
TNAI is not a spam AI. If you read the description of what it's supposed to be, it's supposed to be an aggressive AI that likes to use ultimates.
Mm-hmm.
But you look at Majub and Tapion, and they just do nothing but B2s.
Yeah.
And you stick TNAI on someone else, and you don't get anywhere near that kind of result.
No,
It doesn't
no,
make
not
any
at all.
sense.
But even then, you look at something like you look at Mecha Freezer, who got TNAI and Savior. That was his staple. Like basically, as soon as we were allowed customization, that was what I did. And he threw out Ultimate after all, and then after about a season and a half, he just stopped. I was like, no, I'm not gonna fucking do this. Screw
18
you.
was another perfect example. 18.
Yeah.
You throw out Sadistic 18 like it was candy. Then this season, she's just like, you know what? That was last season.
Yeah, Destructo Disc and Infinity Bullet this season. Thank you.
That's what's the end thing now. So yeah, I mean, even the AIs aren't necessarily consistent on the same person.
Yeah, no, the RNG is gonna fuck you if it can. It's just how the game works. It knows what you want, and it is going to screw you over somehow.
Yeah.
Boring Goku.
Yeah.
But the funniest thing about this is that even though that does happen, it's weird that it's consistent in a way. Like you take
Yes.
Mecha Frieza and you take 18. Yes, the AI doesn't do what it used to do, but what it does do, it's still doing consistently. So you
Yeah.
still, I mean,
still want it, yeah.
You still can look at that and you can still use it to your advantage. Is 18 throwing out ultimates anymore? No, but she is consistently throwing out destructo discs and infinity bullets.
Yeah,
so-
no, absolutely. You know, is Mecha? I think we actually changed Mecha Freeze's AI to one that actually did throw out lots of ultimates. One TNI stopped, then it stopped. I was like, okay, let's just build him to do something different, shall we? let's just change this and let's just go with this, and we'll sort of twiddle it a bit and see how we can go. But no, it is. Yeah, it would be awesome to do something like that, but completely impractical.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't work.
On to
So,
the
we got
last match.
One more match.
Yeah.
The final match is Cold versus Earth Defenders.
Yeah, another match where I think it was really interesting, especially the start of the match, where Earth Defenders, I have no problems. The Earth Defenders had the upper hand. I mean, King Cold got his ass kicked by Krillin. It's a thing, so that makes him the third best at the minute. Fuck.
Yeah.
Actually, no, didn't. No, yeah, no, that does make him third best. Sorry, I was trying to think back there. But you know, he got his ass kicked by Krillin. Metacooler came out. He was okay. Kind of got his ass
He did
kicked.
good for Metacooler.
Yeah, he did good for Metacooler, which by the standards of Team Cold is you fucking failed. What's wrong with you?
Well, because I remember thinking, okay, it's Metacooler. This is our chance to
Yeah.
get a lead, and we're like, we're not getting a lead.
No, you're not getting a lead, but it's not going too badly. You know, Cold was still behind, and I remember actually, you know, while Squee was being all that happy, I remember looking at the rotation, going, Frieza, Mecha Frieza. Yeah, no, they're fucked. They don't stand a chance. I haven't got a hope in hell. And then Frieza goes like to just go through his transformations, and I'm like, yep. We got this. This is cool. I can sit back now. Like, we're still slightly behind, but Frieza's going through his transformation. I don't give a fuck. We got this now. This is ideal. But no, it was.
You could hear it in
was
my
fun.
commentary too.
Yeah, it was like, oh shit, Frieza's going through his forms. Fuck. Who's in the rotation? Oh god, no. Yeah, I enjoyed watching that match. I really.
It was a
enjoyed that
good match.
It was a good match. I mean, to be fair, there were only like 2 or 3 bars of health in it by the end, so you know, it was a good match. But this is Team Cold we're talking
But
about.
a tale of experimenting going wrong. We decided that there were 4 points on Yamcha that we weren't really using,
Oh,
so we
yes,
decided to do
I
a
saw
test.
that.
We gave him Rush Blast 3 and Master Blast, thinking, hell,
how many
maybe-
Rush Blasts did he throw in that match, Squee?
Wait here, let me count. None. Not a single.
Okay, so Rush
Blast.
Blast 3 gives you you throw out more Rush Blast, they're faster, they do more damage, and they cost less ki, right? Am I right in that off the top of my head?
Not a single Rush Blast was thrown by Yamcha.
Yeah.
He was like, "What? Nah, it's fine. I don't need that."
No. Like if he had thrown them out and they would have hit, they would have been minor. They would have been like very small. Like that would have been like an entire combo of Rush Blast actually hitting. That would have been like 3,000-4,000 points of damage with that on.
Yeah,
They would have been
but
more
not
likely to hit.
a
They would have been
single-
even cheaper. Ah, it's brilliant. That was so funny. I love that. It was hilarious.
Oh dear.
That was a good match.
Oh, the pain I can feel.
Yeah, no, I can feel it as well. I remember, I think at one point I was at my wit's end with Frieza, funnily enough, and I thought, you know what, these Rush Blasts are actually really good. Let's see about that. No, don't. I think the one person it actually did work with the build, and I think the Vals ended up dropping it, was Zengaya. There's like 3,000 or 4,000 points of damage with one of her charged Rush Blasts. I was like, you seriously not sticking with this? Really?
I think
Wow.
someone is going to do it, and
It's gonna be
gonna work
scary.
amazingly well and beat the tar out of people.
Yeah, no, it is.
Because
Goku?
there's certain things that a lot of people kind of take for granted or don't think about. It's almost like free B2s. For a perfect example, someone like Raccoon with a strong throw, you put like Master Throw on that, and every time he throws you, you're talking a minor B2 for free.
Yeah, absolutely.
No energy cost, no nothing, just free. As long as you got a ground to pound them into. But yeah, it's something like that too. You know, a Rush Blast combo, which very little key, 3,000 to 4,000 points of damage. I mean, God, that's a win
I
if
mean,
you-
some characters like even without any upgrade, they hit with a full combo of Rush Blast, and they will strip away like 5,000-6,000 points of damage. I mean, some people have really powerful Rush Blasts. So it's definitely got possibility, but it's just finding the right character to use it on.
Yep.
I still think Frieza's actually pretty much ideal for it because so many of his forms have really good rush blasts. But yeah, no, I like him doing what he's doing. But
Do you?
I do. Yeah,
It's funny,
strangely enough, going in, having him as insurance, getting our asses kicked in every other regard, and having him turn an entire match around. Strangely enough, I'm okay with that. It's
Well, that's always
weird.
good.
Yeah. It's okay, I suppose. And, it could be better, really, couldn't it?
Yeah, I guess, but no, what can you do? Oh dear. Well then, that is the week 13, I
Yes,
believe.
it is.
Week
That was
13
week
finished,
13,
yes. Week 13 gone over
Yep.
in excruciating detail. Now we are on to the questions.
Yep.
From the viewers. I didn't really.
Yeah, no, you were gonna put a name there, weren't you?
I was.
Yeah.
Kind of did, but I don't think it's a very dynamic name. The first question is from Gray. I believe this is a new one. And he put, as elected build maker for the androids, I was wondering, even though your select teams do not have many, do you think that android-style characters with an auto-charge are easier or harder to make builds for than normal characters that need to charge? Also, which types of characters, androids or normal, would you prefer on your team?
This is a fun one, actually. Like, it depends. Like, if you're trying to make a build, obviously the lack of needing to charge makes things, it gives you a huge amount more versatility. But at the end of the day, I don't actually think it matters, because you still need to put, if you want someone to throw out B2s, you still need to put on something that affects their charge, especially when an android charges slower overall. You still need to have that boost to their charge rate. If anything, they actually make worse B2 spammers, because unless you're like a Rayleigh, who has quite a nice base charge, you're gonna struggle to actually get enough ki to be able to do anything with it. Whereas the normal characters just charge up, and hey presto, you've got 2 bars of ki before anyone can really do much about it. As long as you've got a decent charge rate on them. As to which type, I don't know. I think like 1 is actually really good. 1 or 2, especially because we've now got five-man teams. But yeah, 1 or 2 I think is pretty much ideal, just because then you've got the kind of versatility to use them against teams that have, health steal grabs, or use their certain abilities against teams that are very kind of pressure focused. But yeah, they're more difficult in some respects, and so in terms of building them for B2 spammage, they're a lot easier for building them for melee, obviously. But I don't know. I think it depends. It depends what you're looking to do with them, and it depends on their charge rate and overall abilities themselves.
Yeah.
I think that it'd always be nice to have maybe at least one for so many reasons. We saw what 16 did to Kid Buu.
Yeah.
And that was because he didn't have to charge. He could just be in his face all the time. Plus, it's always nice to have one so that people that have grab moves to steal health can't do that. There's a lot of advantages to it.
Yeah.
But, it's kind of a toss-up. I think that they're equal but different kind of thing.
Yeah, they both have their
androids-
advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah, exactly. That's how I feel about it.
Hey, Shiking?
I don't know. If you could, I'd probably the same. I'd probably quite like one on my team. Maybe 2, maybe 3 or 4, 5.
You wouldn't like 5. I'm pretty sure you and him would make it work, but yeah, no, you wouldn't want 5.
I think it might be. Yeah, it would be a pain in the ass. I think it would be slightly more inconsistent as well.
Yeah, it would be.
But it would, every now and then you get quite a nice little result from it.
Android 13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I can't really think of anything else to add, to be honest. You guys thumbed up the answer perfectly.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Next
Professional.
question. No. Enough now. Next question by Zadon. Would you ever make a Rush Blast build? If so, who would it be with, and what would you use as Batara?
Hello, Scree. So, as we already know, Squee would make a Rush Blast build, and he would use it on Yamcha.
Use that too.
Actually, if I had to choose a member of my team to actually like, hey, let's make a Rush Blast build on this team, it would probably be someone like Chaozu. Yamcha was just kind of like, we realized he was only really utilizing 3 points of his build, so we had 4 points, and we're like, well, let's do something with it.
Quick question. Rush Blast 3 only cost you 3 points.
Right.
So what
We
was
also
the fourth
put Master
point?
Blast on him.
Ah, I see. Okay. That makes sense.
Yeah, there's that.
Yeah. Would I? Yeah, I would. Yeah, if it was one of my own characters to put it on, I would probably put it on. Actually, I think I'd probably put it on Metacooler. Actually, I don't know. Maybe Frieza, but Frieza's good at so many. Yeah, if I had to put it on anybody, I'd probably put it on Frieza just because he's really good at them. But Metacooler has those 3 charge balls that are really, really nice because there's 3 of them. They're good at stunning people, and I like that. What would use as Potara's? Well, Master Blast and Rush Blast 3, obviously. Then probably something like Key Plus 2, actually. Because, fuck the rest of it, just give me really fast stuff. And then probably Combo Master, actually. Get rid of something like the penalty for using lots of them at once, maybe, I don't know. Perhaps something to boost melee, I'm not sure. Maybe actually no, that's the right part. An Exquisite Skill. Throw an Exquisite Skill for, in case they stun someone. Yeah, that's cool. I'd go with that. That could be quite a potent one. It's just, the fact that they're so bloody unreliable. You think, okay, well, I want a Rush Blast build, so I'm going to throw Vegeta Ray on them, but, not necessarily. It doesn't really work like that.
Yeah. I'd probably have either of the Vegetas.
Right.
Because
Not
Vegeta's... No. Maybe Goku. But Vegeta's Rush Blasts he has a really good Rush Blast, actually. He can throw like 18 or 20 of them out.
that's scary.
It's pretty insane. But, so I'd have it on one of them. And I'd probably have, of course, Master Blast, Rush Blast 3 or whatever it is.
Mm-hmm.
And then maybe... Key Plus 2. And then maybe Savior.
No, I can say that.
Mm.
Cool. Because even then you have that ultimate capability or
Exactly.
lots of melee. Yeah, no, that's cool. I like that.
I know. Good.
I know
Good, you
like
bastard.
The next question by Vindicated is brackets, assuming Squee is there.
He's not.
Well,
He's just skipping a question.
Exactly, sir. What's the point? Will you ever consider rebuilding the league by using a draft or new concepts created by coaches/fans, i.e., a new team with a new concept like we've seen in the minor leagues, with teams like Baldies or Lantern Corps? Obviously, the concept would have to expand to a 5-man roster.
That was the question.
That's the first part, yes.
In a word, the short answer, no.
No.
Long answer, not at this time. Here's the thing. And I get this a lot. I get people with requests for new teams or open drafts, and we did something with the minor leagues that was kind of fun, where we basically gave all the coaches a certain amount of money to buy players, and then what you did is you bid on the players each week, and whoever got the highest bid got the player. And it was a fun system. It really was really kind of cool and fun to watch and follow. Here's why this doesn't work for Dragon Ball Z League as a whole, the majors. First of all, you need one of the reasons why this league is so great is because of the themes that the teams are built around. The Super Saiyans. It's just really cool to be able to say, I love the Nameks, you know? I love the Boos. It's really cool to be able to say that. You couldn't do that if you had drafts or trades or
no. It would be more.
that.
It would be more a circle around the actual coaches by that point.
Right.
I think so. If you're going to do that, you'd probably have to feature the coaches in a lot more stuff and actually make it so that it was, rather than the actual teams, it'd be more focused around the coaches.
And we would lose a lot of the casual viewers who watch this and enjoy the idea of the Nameks taking on the Saiyans and that team up and that matchup. So we would lose a lot of the casual support. And as far as making new teams, like, getting rid of this team and making a new team take its place, here's one of the reasons why sports leagues work so well. And I mean real-life sports leagues. Because teams don't go away every year. teams are there consistent year in and year out, and you can see how they improve or not improve or get worse over the seasons. Like, one of the greatest things for a fan to do is follow his team through the thick and the thin, to be there at the best of times and be there at the worst of times. And the longer you have these teams, the more of a legacy they build up, the more attachment people feel to the team. If I were changing teams year in and year out, like, let's get rid of Team Muscle and make Team Fusion, never happen. Will never happen. But let's just use it. And Team Fusion, and the next year Team Fusion's gone, and we have, Team whatever. Where's the loyalty? Where's the sense of, this is my team?
Yeah, there isn't any.
You don't get that.
No.
So really, we things changed. Season 1, Season 2. We added new teams. We got some stuff here. We did stuff there. But that was just forming the league. Now that the league is established, we have 16 teams that work, that people really enjoy. We can be 10 seasons down the road, and if everything goes the way it should, these will be the 16 teams you see.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and these are 16 teams, and probably the players within those teams, I would have thought as well. So long as we play our cards right,
well,
things
yeah, I
aren't
mean,
completely fucked up.
you'll still see changes because there'll be what we realize that this player's just not working out, and we found a really cool build for this player, so we're trading him out. But overall, it's not like
the general concept will still be there.
You're not going to see Team Cold without Freeze on it. That's not going to ever change.
No, it can't. There's no one else we can have.
Yeah.
No one. You bastard, Squee. How dare you?
Oh my gosh, how horrible it is for you.
I know. I really want to get rid of Freezer. God damn it! It's like the person that's winning us all these matches. Just want him out. I want a challenge for once,
Wow.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, and the second part of that question is, if the answer is no, what plans have been considered or are in place to keep the league fresh and interesting?
You mean the customization and the way teams are changing isn't enough? I thought it was
no,
Dragon Ball Warriors
I
you'd
was going
get
to say,
that.
have you watched Dragon Ball Z League?
Yeah.
When is it ever not fresh? I mean, that's okay. That is actually. You know what? I'll take the answer seriously. That is a huge reason why these matches are computer versus computer and not player versus player. If it was player versus player, you would run into that exact problem of the league not being fresh and interesting. Why? Because humans have patterns. And good players develop good skills, and they use it day in and day out. And for a season or for a tournament, it's great. But once you get to Season 3, Season 4, Season 5, you're going to be like, okay, yeah, it's this guy. He does this every match. That's all he does. He does the same moves. He does it in the same pattern. We got it. We know when this guy faces that guy, we know what to see. And it's not fun. It's not interesting.
No.
Computer has no such problems.
No. Makes it a headache for coaches, but fuck, is it fun?
Yeah, that's what keeps it fresh and interesting. I mean, like, you could even it's the same thing. Like, you could say this about any sports league. What keeps the NFL fresh and interesting season in and season out? Because they're not changing rules every season. Well, at least most of the time they're not changing rules. But what keeps it fresh and interesting is that the teams change from year to year. One year, this team may have sucked. But this year, man, they've got a new build. They've got a new thing. It's interesting. It's fun.
Yeah.
That's what keeps it interesting.
Or they've got a new coach who does things a different way, vindicated. Yeah.
Well, then, you're gonna skip past the question there.
What?
What plans have been considered to keep the league fresh and interesting? Are there any?
Mind your own fucking business. We're figuring it out as we go along. You don't think we've actually got this stuff planned out?
Every off season, the staff gets together and we debate changes, rule sets, things to try and make the league better.
Yeah.
However, none of those will be announced until we have thoroughly beat the crap out of each other and one has risen victor on top of the bodies of the others.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for this season to be over. It's gonna be so much fun.
What I love is that whenever we announce things, everyone in the staff is like, we're a unified body. Like, we all stood behind this. And what you don't see is that we stood behind this with broken bones.
Yeah. There's one or two of us, usually just me and HJK, sitting there with our arms around each other, just standing on the bodies of everybody else going, yeah, fuck you guys. we're running the show now. Yeah. They're sort of propped up against our kneecaps or something like that. Yeah, fuck you guys.
See, now
Glorious.
that's unity.
Yeah, that's
Unified
unity. It's,
thinking there.
yeah, that's me and HTK supporting each other to subdue the rest.
Oh well, what can I
And
say?
then when we
But,
disagree,
there,
it's
there,
just
there,
scary.
there may be changes, and when those
There may
changes
be.
come,
We'll
you
let
will
you know.
hear about them.
Yeah. Until
Not
then,
until then.
mind your own business.
Yeah.
I mean, to put it nicely, yeah.
Oh wait, I was supposed to be diplomatic. Fuck. Wait, why am I doing this? I was like, couldn't you have picked like anybody else and it would have been better,
Okie dokie.
more
The
pleasant?
final question. The final question. By
Final
X,
set of questions.
Sithspawn X. On July 17, 2013, 10 past 5
When was it edited?
p.m. Today at 7:85. 58.
85! Wow, HTK is completely screwed over the time system. This is great.
Nice.
I'm going to have to get a new watch now.
It's 5 to 70. What's wrong with you? Jesus.
God damn it.
So, while discussing builds this week, an interesting question came up. Certain Pataras, such as Latent Energy, Serious, Indignation, and Fighting Spirit, give bonuses based on the number of health bars lost. My question then is, how do these Pataras interact with Demon Seal / Halo?
You have one less health bar to work with.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
exactly
Yes.
how it works.
It does-
you
it
just
does
get one that you
increase.
have one less health bar to lose. It was saying if we let in something like Master Roshi's training, you would have one more health bar to work with if that sort of thing was worked. So yeah, you just have one less health bar to play with.
So basically, the answer is, if on a normal character, Indignation, you have 4 bars of health, you can lose 3 of them. Every time you lose one of those 3, your level goes up 1. So in other words, let's say you have 4 health bars, you get down to 3 health bars, and you have Indignation. It's like having Super plus 1. And then you get down to 2 bars, it's like having Super plus 2, basically. Then you have 3 bars, it's Super plus 3. Now, it doesn't quite work just like that. Like when Raccoon used to have 5 bars of health, he didn't have an extra plus to his Indignation. What would happen is he didn't start getting when he lost his first health bar, he didn't. I think he got an advantage, but when he lost his second health bar, it stayed at that same advantage. And then when he lost his third health bar, it continued. So
I think it was a more of a steadying. Like I think he still got more of a bonus on his last health bar than another person would. But
we tested
was
that.
it?
No, yeah, when he was in his last health bar, he had the same bonus everyone else did.
Right, so it was more of a gradual increase in that case.
Exactly, yeah.
Right.
But the point is, with Halo, what happens is you, instead of being able to get to like a +3 on your last health bar, you're just at a +2 because you didn't have that extra health bar to lose. And that's how those Pataras work, is when you lose, when you go from green to yellow to orange, basically, you get a plus to whatever it is that it increases. And thanks to Renegade, he did some really extensive testing for us. There is no cap. So if you have Super +2 and Indignation, it doesn't cancel each other out. You'll get a +5, +6 on your last health bar, which is why we see people like GT Goku doing such massive damage on his last bar of health, because he has like melee +2 and Sirius, and so. Yeah, that's the way it works. The more health bars you have to lose, you do get a steadier advantage, but it's unclear how that exactly works. But more doesn't really matter anymore. Less is what's important, because we don't have anything in place that lets you have more health bars.
No.
The less you have, the less advantage you get. Plain and simple.
Yeah. Next question. HJK.
HJK.
Oh, HJK dropped. Looks like I get to do this.
Yay!
Wonderful. Okay, so this is an edit. Wait a second. Do the characters that start out with the first level of bonuses, they've already lost a health bar? Oh, right, no, this is just a continuation of... Yeah, this is just a continuation of the first one. So this is an edit for the week 30.
No.
Yeah,
no, you do not start with an extra bonus.
Yeah.
Or any bonus.
There's a edit for week 13 questions. So first one is, after all the super close matches from last week, which one do you think was the craziest or the most memorable? Squee? Since you're going to take your time about it, I probably think either Namek, Super Saiyans, or Androids and Rugrats.
I think that it is
Actually, no.
definitely Android, Namex, Rugrats, Androids, Rugrats, Namex, Super Saiyans, Majins, Blades.
Yeah, no, I just looked. My eyes just went over that, and I was like, actually, yeah, that one was good too.
No, that one match was the
That was
best.
phenomenal.
Yeah.
No, but HDK
It was
is
crazy.
not
It was
welcome
6
anymore.
teams
Wow.
involved.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Welcome back, HJK.
Hello.
No, you're not welcome. Go away.
Can you hear something squeak? I can't. I swear I can hear something just
You won't be able to hear something wrong because I'll get you from the call. But
rattling in the background. I don't know. I always hear it. Anyway,
so, which was the best match for you, HDK?
the best match
Yeah.
for me. I don't know. What do you mean by best?
Craziest to the most memorable.
Our match. Super Sentai. Damn it. Of
Thought
course.
you would say that, yeah.
But I mean, possibly the coolest match apart from ours was probably Margin versus Blades.
Yeah, no, I agree. That was a good one.
Yes.
I loved the ending to that. I'm sorry, fuck the rest of it. Fuck all those, supers, B2s, all of the ultimates and all of the fun stuff. That ending. Just that ending was brilliant.
It was
I loved
cool,
it.
That was pretty funny. Yeah, I'll admit. Oh. Now,
Next
next
one.
question. Super close. Okay. Number 2. Does anyone else resort to flipping a coin when unable to decide between two Pataras, or are we just going crazy at DB Warriors?
I think you're
going
just
crazy.
going crazy. I flipped a coin.
No. There's usually if there's ever a conflict between two of the Pataras and we really can't decide. It's like, okay, we'll do this for 2 weeks, we'll do that for 2 weeks.
Right.
We won't do it. We'll just stick with the first one. But the general concept is, okay, we'll do this for 2 weeks, we'll do that for 2 weeks, and see how it turns out. We usually forget, but it's like I remember coming back to it at one point, looking at the builds and thinking, well, we're supposed to put something slightly different on. Whatever, not important. We're winning. I don't care. It's not relevant anymore. But no. HGK and him will just have an arm wrestle over the internet.
Actually, no. We pretty much just we don't really have actually.
Disagreements. We don't disagree.
We don't have any problems deciding between two Pataras ever. To be fair.
No, that's
So
yeah. You guys are just nuts.
super smooth. Yeah. Silly Sith Spawn. Sith Spawn X. Sith Spawn X. Number 3. Is it normal
That
to
with lots of
suffer-
phlegm in your mouth.
Is it normal to suffer withdrawal symptoms when the Zcar skips a week? My shrink
Yes.
seems to think I have a problem.
No,
I
it's
suffered withdrawal
definitely normal.
symptoms. That's why I got this one.
You tell your shrink that they just can't understand, all right? And they shouldn't judge. They shouldn't be so judgmental when they don't understand how good the Zcast is.
How just damn amazing it is.
Yeah.
So if you find yourself in an alleyway on your knees in front of a guy with money because it's the only way that you can get the Zcast, I'm saying that's normal.
Yeah, no, that is perfectly reasonable.
You're begging for a BT internet connection.
Yeah.
That's what happens.
Black market broadband.
Yep.
Yeah, nice.
Sounds
Yeah.
about right.
Yeah, it's perfectly reasonable.
Mm.
Yeah, no, HCK obviously suffered withdrawal symptoms. We are doing the Zcast on Friday. I
Exactly.
might be working late. Doesn't matter. We're doing it on Friday. Oh, shit.
Yeah, basically.
I'll go tell my boss,
No.
Just like,
No
no.
way.
I was like, I don't know. It depends if I'm working a night shift or not. It's like, no. No.
No, it doesn't.
We're doing this.
I don't think you're understanding what I'm saying.
It's like, no. I understand what you're saying entirely, but if I'm working a night shift, no. Not
The thing
working.
is, you're not working a night shift, so
No,
there's
I'm
no
not.
problem.
You've no idea how grateful I'm not working a night shift.
I saved you, really.
You didn't,
Yeah, I
but
did. Yeah, I did.
the fact that one of our
Yeah.
staff went off sick with a bug. So unless that was you, let's be
Yeah, I did.
brutally honest here.
Yeah, I
Let's be
did.
brutally honest here. I'm not convinced she was actually ill, but
What? What are you talking
yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
you
It's a
cynic.
weird one. I'm seriously
about?
not convinced.
Why would you lie? Why would you
Because
lie
it
about
was
being ill?
it was really
Yeah, who would do that?
sunny.
Who would lie about being ill?
Exactly.
Well, I've never done it, but actually that's not true. I did it to college once or
I
twice.
was gonna say, yeah, I'm sure I got out of school a lot.
Yeah. Actually, no. It's
Oh,
weird.
I'm
I've
so
usually been.
sick.
It's weird. I've been, to my credit, I've actually been really good about it, except for the last 2 or 3 months of college, where I basically just turned around. if I could be bothered putting an excuse in it, it was I'm not feeling so good. I'm just not gonna. But it was basically a cover of I can't be fucking arsed, and most of the time I didn't even bother. It was like, I'm not coming in. End of story. Fuck off. Not interested.
Well, there's a nice
Yeah,
message.
there's a
message
nice
for
way.
everyone listening who's still
Yeah.
at school. Just don't bother.
Just don't bother. Okay, let's qualify that slightly. If you are as intelligent, amazing, and gifted as I am, don't bother. For the rest of you, you're gonna have to put
Because
up with
to be honest, it's going to be a waste of time for you anyway. You're not going
it.
to.
Yeah,
You're not
gonna
going to
learn
get
anything.
anywhere
Yeah,
if you're that stupid.
yeah,
but,
no, absolutely. You know, the only thing you're gonna do is A-star physics without any effort. So you know, don't worry about it.
In your sense.
You're gonna A-star
that's-
physics, but you're gonna fail everything else. Yeah.
That's it for the questions.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you
Yeah.
next time.
Alright, Yay!
Yeah. Yeah.
HJK's scream of rage. Such a delightful thing to capture on recording.
It is.
So, week 14. What's the first match?
Time for betting, isn't it?
Yep.
Yes.
Oh,
Which
by the
someone
way,
seemed to have forgotten.
So, what was the betting results last week?
I think you got none of them right.
Uh huh. Yeah, that doesn't seem right.
Yeah, you got 7 out of 8, you fucking whore.
Oh yeah! Well, who did I get wrong, actually?
Blades margin.
And that's understandable.
Yeah, no, I don't think... none of us predicted that one, so...
Yeah.
Poor margin.
I felt like, even though my team lost, I felt like such a winner.
Well,
Your entire division lost.
What? No.
Your entire division's a complete failure. Yeah.
No, you
Yeah.
must be thinking of someone else.
No. No. No, I'm not. So, week 14, first match.
E14 first match is Derp at Cold.
Yeah, so who's going to win?
We bet Cold last time.
Yeah, I think Cole's going to win
I
again.
think Cold's gonna win again. Yeah.
So do I.
It'll be fun if you don't.
Yeah, it'll be interesting if they're. In all seriousness, I don't think we give a fuck because we're just going to be testing stuff and seeing what happens anyway. So you know, I'm
But it'll
quite
be
looking
really
forward to it.
important for Derp.
Oh no, absolutely, yeah. The Gohans are sitting
Oh,
there.
yeah.
Gohans are sitting there going, "Oh, you sons of bitches!" It's like you Cold sitting back, feet up, having a few pints, taking it easy, and Derp are there like, "Oh, we're gonna crush you."
Serious face.
Yeah, yeah. Next match.
The next match is
Oh, this is
Blades
interesting.
at Super Saiyans.
Wow. I think the Super Saiyans will win, but God, it's going to be interesting.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I think the Super Saiyans will win too.
Yeah. I mean, the Super Saiyans now have, like, again, same as Cold, actually, 2 weeks where they can kind of relax. Not if they want to get into North Kai for certain.
Yeah, we've
but-
got to win this one, I think.
Yeah,
Before we can guarantee a North Kai thing, which is why it's kind of important.
it's important for the Super
Don't worry,
Saiyans.
Blades. It's not like we're going to play our strongest
Honestly,
team.
I'm sitting there wondering, like, I love I want to be in a higher division too, but you look
No,
at the
you
next
don't.
season, if you're thinking of going down, competition might be easier.
I think that's like less true now than it was seasons past because everybody's on a much more even playing field now.
Yeah, true.
So, yeah, I don't
Thanks-
think
thanks
that
for
works.
ruining
Quite.
that. Thanks.
That was an agreement. Yes. I have an agreement from HDK's little brother. Decent fellow.
Done.
Yeah.
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 All right. So who do you think's gonna? Oh, HDK obviously wins. Yeah, Super Saiyans.
Super Saiyans, yes.
Who did you say, Squee? Have you said anybody?
Not yet. Nope.
So
Super
some
Saiyans
reason I've got you marked down
versus-
Blades.
Who?
For some reason I've got you marked down for the Super Saiyans.
No, Super Saiyans versus who?
Blades.
Blades. Oh, for goodness sakes.
God's sake,
God.
pay
I'm
attention.
gonna go with. I'm gonna go with Blades actually.
Just trying to be different.
No,
that's what we did
no.
last time.
I just have you seen how the Blades have been performing lately?
Yes, I was taking the piss. God, where's your sense of humour? All right,
Well,
you
to
don't
be
have
funny,
one.
to be honest, it's
It's just
exactly-
He is American. I'm sorry,
exactly
I
what you said
forget.
last for the preseason.
It's just above you. You can't grasp my humor.
Next match,
Yeah.
Gohans at DB Warriors.
I think Gohan's going to be winning. Gohan's really want to go through, and I mean,
I
God,
have to agree with that. Yeah.
Yeah, me too. And that's what we bet last preseason as well.
Nice, yeah.
Next match, Androids at Margin.
well, Margin's bucking up somewhat, and the androids. I hate saying this, but they've pretty much got nothing to fight for. You know, it's pride for being in second place, I suppose. But
Yeah.
apart from that, you know, if as far as I'm concerned, if they're sensible, they'll do, you know, some testing, take it reasonably steady. And the margins are still fighting. You know, the margins need to win games. You know, they're not like Muscle, who they can afford maybe to drop one. You know, so long as they're, you know, as long as the margins don't do so well, Muscle are okay. But the margins can't afford that. So I think the margins are actually going to win. I think they're going to come out fighting.
I think margin as well, yeah, just because of how important it is to them.
Yeah.
I also think margin.
Now,
That's what we
it's
went
not
last.
the same as last
Ah.
time. Most of it, I think me and Rebel bet on androids.
Yeah.
And Squid bet on margin.
I mean, I wouldn't, like, in all honesty, I wouldn't be surprised to see them win. You know, they're fighting very, very well. I just don't think they're going to.
I don't.
I don't think they can take
I
it
think
seriously.
that I'm with you. That margin has so much more to fight for than androids do.
Yep. Next match.
Next match. Valkyries at Muscle.
Again, another one of those ones where I think, you know, Northkai has so much more to play for. I mean, I don't know, knowing the Valkyries or knowing Snowy, they're not going to be taking this one easy at all. But I don't know. I think Muscle. I certainly want Muscle to win, just because it would be funny. But
Wow.
yeah, I think Muscle have got the stronger team.
There's another scream of agreement there from
Yeah,
me.
I heard that.
I'm going to go with Valkyries.
Okay.
I think they're just stronger overall, to be honest. And they've got to have Fascia back in this week.
Oh fuck yeah! I didn't
So,
think about that. Shit. God damn it. I kind of want to change now, but I'm not going to.
I'm going Vals as well because of that.
Yeah. Next match is Rugrats versus Namek. I think I heard HJK muting his mic there. Yeah, he's gone back again. Right, so Rugrats against Namek. I think Rugrats have got Namek. Sorry, I've got this one. They got like huge amounts to fight for here,
Oh yeah. I think Namek's definitely got
and they're
this.
they're a better team at the minute as well. I'll input HJK afterwards. Unless he gets back soon. Next match is Boo versus Zigino Force. And I don't know. I mean, Boo can't be beaten. Out of interest, I don't know if the Boos are looking at it like this. Let me go through here. When did Boo fight Muscle? Because that's going to be interesting. Boo fought Margins and lost to Margins. Okay. And then we have
Hello.
Boo versus
Hello.
Muscle, and Boo won that one. So Boo aren't completely secure. So I think Boo's going to win. Oh, HK. Rugrats versus Namek. Who's going to
Namek.
win? Namek. Thought you'd say
And
that.
who did you two bet?
Namek as well.
Namek.
Okay.
So Boo versus Ginyu Force. I bet Boo. Okay.
Yeah, I'll definitely go with Boo because they have more to play for as well, don't they? They've got
Well, I don't know. Ginyu Force are fighting not to be last.
Yeah,
but Boo
no,
is
the Guinea Force got plenty to fight for. I just think Boos are gonna.
Boo's are fighting to be first in North Guy, and
They can't.
Yeah.
Boos
They
can't.
can't.
even
Well,
get...
if we, can we not?
No, because you won. You beat the Boos, didn't you?
Oh yeah, I said that earlier. Didn't I?
Yeah. So the only
yeah.
thing
Oh.
Boos need to do is win. All Boos need to do is win one more match, and they are secure in second place.
Oh, Boo.
Ginyu Force needs to win the next two matches, or needs to win at least one of the next two matches if Earth Defenders lose both of them, or win both of their next two matches if the Earth Defenders win one of them. Even if that, they have to rely on Earth Defenders losing at least once. They have huge amounts to play for.
Sorry, I'm just happy that we beat Boo.
I'm sure.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Boo.
Yeah. Next match.
The next match is Saiyans at Earth Defenders.
I don't know, the Earth Defenders have got a lot to play for, but so have the Saiyans, actually. The Saiyans aren't... The Saiyans are really close to maybe even becoming last. That's certainly possible for them. You know, they're fighting Muscle in the last, but I don't know, I think the Saiyans are a better team, so I'm going for Saiyans. I had to say
Slap in the face.
I had to say that, I had to.
Oh, I don't know.
Regardless of whether or not I believe it, I had to say it.
Saiyans, it's a division match. I mean,
Yeah.
Saiyans. Then they bring in Vegeta, but Earth Defenders
Yeah.
have Goku.
Vegeta will Yeah, no, no. Vegeta's certainly more consistent than Goku, at least.
Yeah, I guess. I'm going to say Earth Defenders now.
Okay. Squee, I wonder what you're going to go for.
Earth Defenders. I think my team's got this. I'm really hoping that we win and Ginyu loses and we can clinch this damn thing.
Nice.
Oh, bollocks. Oh, no.
Because then we can just kind of take it easy in week 15, rest up our players a little bit.
Against margin, yeah.
Nice.
Well, no, because it just won't matter at
Yeah,
that point. If we
no.
clinch it, who cares what the last win or loss is?
Absolutely.
Unless it's a matter of getting into South Kai or not, and then we might
Yeah,
take it
then
seriously.
you'll fight tooth and nail, I think. But,
Yeah, I don't want to be in South Kai.
I'd love it if you were in South Guy so much. It'd be hilarious.
No.
It would be hilarious.
No.
Although, that being said, neither the Earth Defenders or the Ginyu Force can come out of the season with a winning record. So,
Nope, not possible.
nope. So yeah, it's a
Story of my life.
pretty iffy one for. In fact, actually, of those with a non-winning record at the minute, the Saiyans and Namek are the only ones that can potentially come out of this with a winning record, and that relies on them winning their next 2 games. So it's going to be difficult for them.
Yeah. I'd hate to be them.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
I'm
would
not.
I. Shame.
Oh, dear.
Gutted. Right. I think we're going to end the Zcast on that note, folks. We'll see you next time, maybe.
Bye, everyone.